All right, let's dive in. Today, we're opening a chronicle that's not about the start of some big war, but about that one quiet, calculated moment when a massive betrayal is finally dragged into the light. This is a story of secrets, gold, and, yeah, blood.
So the title of this whole chronicle is The Key That Opens Nothing Good. And trust me, it earns that name. It's a story that really hinges on a crucial discovery, a pretty desperate escape, and a mysterious little object that, well, it promises nothing but more trouble down the road.
Okay, so let's set the scene. We're in the office of a man named Magnus. Now, this isn't some polite meeting. The heroes have him cornered, they think they've got him, but the thing is, the betrayal is already way ahead of them. He doesn't even wait for swords to be drawn.
With this one last defiant sip of whiskey, Magnus and his, rather imposing ally, they just vanish. A trapdoor springs open behind the desk, and poof, they're gone, just swallowed by the building itself. For the heroes left standing there, it's clean, it's calculated, and it is absolutely infuriating.
But see, Magnus didn't just leave. No. He left a parting gift. Assassins, the Dark Lotus, start dropping from the ceiling. Their movements are completely silent, but for one of the heroes, Roberto, they are chillingly familiar. The trap is sprung, and now the fight is on for real.
And this is where everything just goes sideways. The fight doesn't stay in that one room. It immediately splits, exploding across two different fronts. It creates this sense of total chaos, this desperate struggle that's happening at the same time in two very different places.
So you've got this split-screen action happening. Above, in the nice, well-lit office, Talonor, Thane, and Okazaki are fighting with city guards on their side. That battle is sharp, it's fast, pretty decisive. But down below, in the dark, cramped tunnels, Roberto, Cedric, and Calypso are in a desperate chase, fighting through even more assassins in this brutal, gritty, close-quarters slugfest.
And down in those tunnels, you really see each hero's style shine through. Cedric just transforms into this massive ram, a crushing force of horn and muscle, literally slamming an enemy into a stone wall. Then you have Roberto, moving like a ghost, his blade finding throats with this deadly practice muscle memory. And Calypso is just unleashing raw magic, these missiles of pure force that just tear right through the darkness.
The chase finally bursts out of the tunnels. Talonor has Magnus cornered at the back of a mill, and there's a whole blockade of city guards sealing off any normal way out. It looks like it's over, right? This has to be the end of the line. But Magnus doesn't play by normal rules. And this is the moment that changes everything. Magnus pulls out this strange, finely etched key. He doesn't try to unlock a door with it. He pushes it right into the solid stone wall of the mill. And just like that, reality itself just tears open. A shimmering portal appears out of nowhere, and without so much as a backward glance, the traitors are gone. As that portal seals itself shut, the only thing left behind is the very artifact that made it all possible. The key just clatters to the floor. Talonor picks it up. It's the only clue they have, a piece of absolutely impossible magic, and now it's in their hands. So, with the traitors gone, the fight is over. But the investigation? Oh, that's just getting started. The heroes start searching those secret passages Magnus left behind, and what they find is so much more damning than just a simple escape plan.
The first thing they find is wealth. And I'm not talking about a few coins in a purse. We're talking 20 heavy gold bars stacked with purpose. This isn't just petty corruption. This is the funding for a massive covert operation.
And right near the gold, on a table stained dark with old blood, is something far more sinister. 10 bloodstones arranged very carefully. This hints at transactions way darker than just smuggling or theft. This is something else entirely.
The whole horde tells the full story. They find a chest filled with those same mind-weakening drugs that have been plaguing the city, and right next to it, the two most important things. A black leather ledger filled with coded script, and an old map that's been marked up with fresh ink.
Now that map reveals the true scope of Magnus's network. I mean, this was not just a local problem. There are markings pointing to strategic positions and even strongholds all across the realms, from Crystal Port way out on the coast to deep inside the Amber Forest. His influence was huge and clearly well established.
As Roberto starts to decode that ledger, he finds the true motive behind everything, summed up in one simple, chilling phrase: profit over people, gold over consequence.
Think about what that means. This wasn't just about greed. This proves Magnus knew about the darkness rising, the corruption, all the threats stirring across the land. He knew, and he chose to profit from all that chaos, instead of trying to stop it.
So the chronicle doesn't end with some big celebration. It ends with the heroes returning to a tavern, the sheer weight of what they've found just settling in between them. They have the gold, they have that impossible key, and they have the ledger. But most importantly, they have the map.
And that's the question that just hangs in the air, isn't it? This knowledge they have, it's a weapon, it's a responsibility, and it's basically a death sentence all rolled into one. The ink on that map is deliberate, it's angry, and it's calculated. It points to a war being fought in the shadows, and now our heroes are the ones holding the torch. The silence can't possibly last.